I'll have to call you back. What's this? Police Plumbing Division? Yeah, I suppose it's my own fault for asking for a more thorough search. Have you found anything?
No, not yet. I think it's probably best if you leave me to it. And whatever you do, don't touch anything.
Shouldn't you be wearing all that protective gear?
Me? I'm already decontaminated. You see, we have this spray. I won't bore you with details.
I'll let you get on then. Listen, I know I asked for another search, but I wasn't trying to imply you weren't doing your jobs properly. I just want to find out what happened to my granddad. I'm not one of those people who don't trust the police. I know you're doing your best to find out who did this, so thanks. For everything.
Right, what do you want for your tea? It's like all Mother Roberts in here.
Did something happen?
Got those meatballs from first lockdown. Probably see us all off this.
It did, didn't it? Otherwise, you wouldn't be acting like this.
No, acting like what? I'm just trying to get tea on.
Why are you lying to me?
I'm not.
Did something happen to David?
No, some people are just born like that.
We had this consent thing in school, and then Daniel said something about David, and he went all quiet, like he shouldn't have said something. He's not going to tell me, so you're going to have to.
I think that's for you and him to talk about.
There's nothing to talk about.
I'm not stupid.
No, but I'm hungry. Here, nip to chip shop, will you? Get us all some fish and chips and mushy peas.
I know there's something.
There's nothing. Max!
Hey, Roy. I went to that Gary Kaspar's for dinner once. His soup was freezing.
Why is that, Dev?
Yeah, because he had a checker tablecloth and it took him an hour to pass the pepper.
Very droll.
Yeah. Well, see yourself. Oh, here she is, Glasgow Caledonian Allahan, reading risk management.
I'm not going to be on University Challenge, Dad.
Well, honey, you got more chance of going than I have.
Is Nina in?
She went to the supermarket, but you're welcome to wait upstairs.
Hey, darling, so worry about your open day. Go ahead.
I might not be going.
Yeah, why not? I mean, this is your dream course. Why have you changed your mind?
I'm just starting to think Glasgow's a bit far.
Listen, you need to go. Okay, you need to have a good look around, get a feel for the place, give you an extra little push to do well in your exams next year.
I'd just rather stay here.
Should at least keep your options open.
Yeah, because you're not making this decision for anybody else, are you?
I have got a mind of my own.
Yeah. So use it.
Did you find the nail?
It's solid. Ted's grandson walked in on me.
John.
You're on first name terms with the grandson now.
We had a little chat at the funeral. Oh, that's nice. Did you get a quick selfie with him by the coffin?
Look, it's fine, okay? Because we'll never have to see him ever again. And I've got rid of the nail now, so...
We don't know what to say, Craig.
Don't say anything. This is not over yet. We need to make sure that there is nothing else that is tying you to Ted's death.
Like what?
Your clothes, the shoes you were wearing, anything and everything you touched. We need to clean it. And if we can't clean it, we need to get rid of it.
Well, we'll do whatever you say.
You better add. Because it's not just you two anymore. We're all in this together now.
Hi, love. Oh, you had a little nap?
Yeah, how do you know?
Oh, just a guess. Oh, they're beautiful. Where are they from?
Oh, they're from Maria.
Lovely. All right, I'm coming. I'm coming.
What's that saying? Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings?
Oh, I wouldn't call myself an angel. Oh.
How long's that been there?
Right, what do you fancy for your tea? Oh, I've already taken care of that. I needed to make sure he had a healthy meal, you know, to set him on the road to recovery.
Well, I always cook him healthy meals.
Well, not that healthy. He's just had a triple bypass. I didn't mean that as an insult. I just meant, you know, you're a working woman and you can't do everything. I moved in to help both of you, not just Tim. So use me. I'm an asset.
You're a pain in the asset.
She's a godsend, isn't she?
Isn't she?
Sit down. I'll put him on.
Is he here?
Max? No. Do you want me to go and look for him?
No, I'll be back when he's back, won't
I was pretty angry.
He'll be all right.
And what about you? You all right?
No. Don't like it when you're this nice to me. It's disturbing.
David, why didn't you tell him about the assault?
Just don't want him to think any less of me.
I don't think that's possible.
Oh, she's back in the room.
You have got nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, I know. It's just... I don't know, it's going to change the way he looks at me, isn't it? Think of me.
No.
Yes, it will. Well, I mean, I know you mean well. It might be different for girls, but when you're a lad, you know, you have to be able to look up to your dad as being strong, you know, and not a victim.
He will look up to you. And you are strong. You'd have to be to go through what you have.
He's just a kid, isn't he? He's not going to get it. I don't know what I'm saying.
Well, he knows that there's something, and he's going to find out sooner or later. So wouldn't it be better if it came from you?
So, therapy session went well then?
Yeah, I think it's making a real difference. What? It was positive, it was.
Look, right, I've been thinking this for a while, but there's something wrong in there. I mean, we're kidding ourselves if we think there isn't. Maybe it's time we got a proper diagnosis. You know, if we know what we're dealing with, we can get her the right help.
She is getting the right help. She's seeing a therapist. She's showing empathy.
Well, she didn't show much to Chesney. He thought he'd lost his son.
Listen, why don't I get some drinks in and we can all sit down, yeah?
Are you saying you don't think she's making any progress?
No, I'm just saying we can't keep going through this. I hate having to explain her behaviour to everyone.
Oh, right, so that's what it is. She embarrasses you.
No, not at all. I'm really proud that she's always setting fires and pretending 10-year-old boys are going missing.
Oh, there hasn't been a fire for months.
Oh, really? Oh, sorry, my fault. She must be cured then.
Well, I'll get those drinks in.
Look, Fizz, I'm not saying that the therapy isn't working, right, but maybe we can help her even more, you know, if we find out exactly what it is. Put a name to it. We've tried everything else. I mean, just think about it, please. That's all I'm saying.
That's everything. Your clothes, your shoes.
Yeah, that's everything. What do you want me to do with this?
That's Ted's. I've been limping around on a dead man's crutch.
We couldn't tell you, could we?
You let me send it off for fingerprints.
I'm sorry.
Any other little mementos you want to tell me about? Or did you keep a lock of Ted's hair, a pair of his underpants? I'll sort it. Right. I need you to get me your dad's cab. Meet me around the back of the brewery.
I can't get in that car again.
I need it.
I'll drive.
I don't care who drives, just get me the car. I need to clean it from top to bottom, because if there is one thing that is going to lead you back to Ted, it is that.
Fish and chips in the oven.
I'm not hungry.
Would you want to sit down?
No, thanks.
Well, you'll sit down if you want to find out what happened to me. Please. I was a solid.
Is this the fight you were in? Did someone beat you up?
Not exactly, no. I was raped. I thought he was a mate. He was a bloke. We were in town, we were having a few drinks, a few laughs, and we went back to his flat for a few more drinks, and he raped me. He tried to pass it off as being consensual, but it wasn't. So, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to get your head around. And it took me a long time before I told anyone, or before I told the police. And if it wasn't for Shona, then I don't know where I'd be now, or even if I'd be here at all. So.
But you're okay now.
Well, I won't go that far. I mean, it is me we're talking about. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm all right.
I'm sorry, Dad.
No, I'm the one who's sorry. You know, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. You know, I should have told you before, but it just... I don't know, it just took me a long time, that's all. And I'm sorry it took a neighbour to say something before I could tell you.
It's okay.
Did you get him?
Oh, you having another driving lesson, love?
Yeah, she's just taking me for a little spin.
Your dad said you were having lessons. How's she doing?
Yeah, good.
That's good, that's good. I used to dread having driving lessons, yeah. Every time I got in that car, I was in a lather of sweat.
Okay. Ready when you are.
Hey, Evelyn. Faye's having another driving lesson.
Oh, yes. No pressure, love.
Let's go. I can't do this. You can, just turn the key. No, I can't. The last time I was in this car was when I knocked Ted over. They're looking. I know they're looking. We have to get this car to Craig now.
In your own time, love.
Look, it's okay. Just take your time. But be quick.
Ah, dear.
Can I get you a tea or a coffee?
You told Max what happened to me.
I didn't, exactly. I'm so sorry. I thought he knew.
He didn't.
I realised that now. I mean, I realised it when I said it, but I had already said it.
You're an English teacher. You should be good with words. Shouldn't you be able to think before you speak?
I'm sorry, I am.
You're as thick as mince.
I made a stupid mistake. But maybe it's a good thing that he knows, you know? Maybe it'll bring you closer.
You know, I promised myself I wouldn't hit you before coming round here. Have you any idea, Daniel, what it's like to sit your teenage son down and tell him you were raped? No, you haven't, all right? I'm going to go now before I do something I regret.
One of the first masters of the game was a Spanish priest named Rey Lopez, who advocated the strategy of playing with the sun in your opponent's eyes.
Wouldn't work in Manchester.
No, indeed it wouldn't.
Hey, Sam.
You going home?
I am.
I appreciate what a support you've been to Nina recently.
Yeah, I just want to help her.
I realise it's none of my business, but is that why you feel that you can't study somewhere else? Because you don't want to leave her?
She needs me.
Nina's told you that, has she?
Well, I haven't spoken to her about it, actually. But I know that she wants me to stay. So.
A little presumptuous, if you don't mind me saying. Speak to her, she might surprise you.
Yeah. See ya.
That's the thing with trying to second-guess someone else's intentions. You end up losing faith in your own. Checkmate. See you next time.
So your mum's gone for her evening constitutional, has she?
No, cars is free as far as I know.
Constitutional means... Listen, your mum has been great, and I don't want you to think that I couldn't look after you on my own.
No, you can. It's just nice having Mum here, isn't it? You don't mind her being here, do you?
No, of course not. She's been great. And she'll be gone in a couple of weeks.
Well, actually, she said she'd like to stay a bit longer until I'm fully recovered. Which is good, isn't it? Because it's not like we can get up to anything in the next 6 weeks.
No, you're right. And, well, might be a good thing. Give us a chance to recharge our batteries until normal service is resumed.
Will you be looking for the full service?
Brakes, oil, fan belt, everything.
Does that mean you still fancy me?
Why would I stop fancying you?
Because they shaved me chest for the op. You won't be able to run your fingers through me manly chest there.
Well, it'll grow back.
I hope so, because next time we're at it, I don't want to slip off and fall out at window.
Well, it'll give Yasmin something to talk about. It's so good to be home.
Yeah, it's good to be home.
That was my lawyer. They've upheld my appeal.
I am so sorry.
What? No, this is a good thing.
Upheld? Are you sure?
Yeah, it is. I'm shaking. I'm a free woman. I can't believe it.
Let's just hope you stay a free woman.
I will. Craig will sort everything. He's never let me down before.
No, you're right.
I'll call him.
Maybe things are finally looking up. I don't want her labelled. Why can't he understand that?
It's not a label, it's diagnosis. He's trying to help her.
If we get her a diagnosis, you know she's going to be stuck with it for the rest of her life.
And if we don't, what sort of a life is she going to lead?
Listen to you, eh? I thought you'd be the last person to want to put people into boxes. Thought you'd be like, ADHD, ASD, what happened to just going through a phase?
Yeah, it's a bit more than a phase, Fizz. You know that, don't you?
She's going to grow out of this.
Not necessarily. Look, I've tried to keep out of this so far, but maybe Evelyn and Tyrone are right. You know, 20, 30 years ago, kids with dyslexia were written off as stupid because we didn't know what we know now.
Oh, so now she's got dyslexia?
That's not what it's saying, is it?
Am I the only person on Hope's side here? Because it's really starting to feel like it.
Fiona, this is not personal.
How much more personal can it get? I'm her mother.
Fizz, there are no sides in this. We all just want what's best for Hope.
Tim.
Oh, where are you off?
Oh, we're just having an early night.
Oh, who was it in the end?
Oh, he's the husband.
Ah, I told you, didn't I? The minute you call that press conference, it's a dead giveaway. Plus, he always plays the baddie, that one. He's got very shifty eyes.
Right, night, Mum, God bless. Sleep better knowing that Faye's not going back inside, won't he?
I've made up the spare room for you, Sally.
Why would you do that?
Well, because Tim's better off on his own. He needs his rest. And the cardiologist said that he shouldn't engage in any sexual activity for the next 6 weeks.
Well, I'm well aware that he can't have sex, but we're more than capable of sharing a bed without ripping each other's pyjamas off.
Do we have to talk about sex in front of me mother?
And even after 6 weeks, you have to take it slowly. I mean, touching each other's probably
for crying out
Nothing
loud.
too vigorous. Look, I'm only just telling you what the cardiologist said. He's the top man in the Northwest. He's been on Granada Reports, and he said Tim needs his rest.
Well, come to think of it, love, you do snore. And you're always nicking the sheets, so maybe a couple of nights in the spare room's not a bad idea.
Not sleeping on me own.
Well, you can bunk in with me. We'll have a ball.
I'll take the spare room.
Do you want me to go round and knit him for you?
You would as well, you, wouldn't you?
Yeah?
I mean, poor kid, he's 15. She'll be sitting him down, talking to him about the birds and the bees, not that.
You okay?
Yeah, fine. I am, I'm fine, honestly.
I've parked the car on Tile Street. Give them back to your dad.
Is it done? Did you sort everything? My lawyer rang. They've upheld my appeal.
Right.
We'll never be able to thank you enough.
It's okay.
It's been a long day. I'm gonna go to bed. Listen, if she don't marry her, I will. I saw him first. Night. I love you so much.
I'm gonna go to bed as well.
Did you hear what I said about my appeal? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
Well, how do you expect me to look? I'm sorry.
No. It should be me apologising to you. You put your job on the line.
It's not on the line now.
What do you mean?
I've broken my oath. I can't be a police officer anymore. So, I've handed my notice in.
And Coronation Street continues here tomorrow at 8. Princess Olga Romanov hosts her 70th birthday, and there's a royal surprise in the last of the series of all new Keeping Up with the Aristocrats right here next.